Good evening, and welcome to this time of worship. It has been a long time since we have worshiped in this space together, and it makes my heart so happy to see every single one of you. We have a few things that we're asking tonight for the safety of everybody in our congregation and our staff. If you would please just leave your masks on during the service tonight. And when the service is over, if you would wait until an usher dismisses you, that way we won't all clump together in the back or out the door as we exit this place. Well, today is Good Friday, where we remember the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. We remember his betrayal, his trial, his agony, and his death on the cross. You know, so often we just want to rush to Easter and we want to skip over the parts that are hard and that are painful. But before we get to Easter, we remember that Jesus suffers with us. He knows our every sorrow and all of our pain. He is with us in the darkest of times, just as he has been with us this past year. And it's been a painful year. Tonight we acknowledge the trauma that we have lived. Tonight we honor those we have lost. We recognize how we have suffered. Tonight we grieve with Mary, the mother of Christ. We grieve with one another and with Jesus Christ himself. Through the music and through the scripture readings, we will sit with our pain and with our prayers. In this moment, may we find the peace of Christ even on this, the darkest night. Hear this psalm of lament. This is the psalm that Jesus quoted when he was on the cross. Psalm 22. My God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from helping me, from the words of my groaning? Oh my God, I cry by day, but you do not answer, and by night, but find no rest. I am poured out like water. All of my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax. It is melted within my breast, and my mouth is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue sticks to my jaws. You lay me in the dust of death. But you, O Lord, do not be far away. Oh, my help, come quickly to my aid. Deliver my soul from the sword and my life from the power of the dog. Save me from the mouth of the lion. Hear now the Passion of Jesus Christ, according to the book of Matthew, chapter 27, beginning with verse 27. Then the governor's soldiers took Jesus into the praetorium and gathered the whole company of soldiers around him. They stripped him and put a scarlet robe on him, and then they twisted together a crown of thorns and set it on his head. They put a staff in his right hand. And then they knelt in front of him and mocked him. "Hail, King of the Jews," they said. They spat on him, and they took the staff and struck him on the head again and again. After they had mocked him, they took off the robe and put on his own clothes on him. Then they led him away to crucify him. As they were going out, they met a man from Cyrene named Simon, and they forced him to carry the cross. They came to a place called Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. There they offered Jesus wine to drink, mixed with gall, but after tasting it, he refused to drink it. When they had crucified him, they divided up his clothes by casting lots. And sitting down, they kept watch over him there. Above his head, they placed the written charge against him: "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews." 2 rebels were crucified with him, one on his right and one on his left. Those who passed by hurled insults at him, shaking their heads and saying, "You who are going to destroy the temple and build it in 3 days, save yourself. Come down from the cross if you are the Son of God." In the same way, the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the elders mocked him. "He saved others," they said, "but he can't save himself. He's the King of Israel. Let him come down now from the cross, and we will believe him. He trusts in God. Let God rescue him if he wants him. For he said, 'I am the Son of God.'" In the same way, the rebels who were crucified with him also heaped insults on him. From noon until 3 in the afternoon, darkness came over all the land. About 3 in the afternoon, Jesus cried in a loud voice, my God, why have you forsaken me?" When some of those standing there heard this, they said, "He's calling Elijah." And immediately one of them ran and got a sponge. He filled it with wine and vinegar and put it on a staff and offered it to Jesus to drink. The rest said, "Now leave him alone. Let's see if Elijah comes to save him." And when Jesus cried out again in a loud voice, he gave up his spirit.
Were you there when they crucified my Lord? Were you there when they crucified my Lord?
here and we will leave in silence. But it feels like we have been in this place for a year now. And so, in the words of the Apostle Paul, we do not grieve as people who have no hope. And so as you leave today, I invite you to take a rock off of this table, or there's a table in the back. I invite you to take a rock to remind you that no matter how rocky the road might have been or might be now, God will roll the stone away. Easter will come. The light will pierce the darkness. And I invite you to hang on to that stone as a symbol of hope as we await Easter morning. May you know the peace and the power and the light of Jesus Christ, even on the darkest of nights. If you would, please remain seated until the usher dismisses you. We ask that you leave in silence, and then if you want to visit with folks outside, then you are welcome to do that.